It started in school where someone arrived in a luxurious car, aura farming. When the driver got out, it was the rich kid named Shen Yuan. Next to step out was one of the most beautiful girls on campus, Zhou Wanting. People were getting mogged by Shen Yuan. Someone even said that if you're rich, you get anything. The couple walked together holding hands. Other girls were jealous of Zhou Wanting. They couldn't believe the two were together. Shen Yuan always bought anything for his girlfriend. But one day, his family went bankrupt and got a lot of debt. After that, his old friends started ignoring him because he wasn't rich anymore. He could only suffer alone. He wished he could live like before again. Then one day came. Zhou Wanting said she wanted to break up with him. Shen Yuan was shocked. He couldn't believe she would leave him after their 3 years of relationship. Zhou Wanting made excuses. She said, "Don't see me anymore." Then Zhou Wanting decided to leave. Shen Yuan calmed down and thought of something. He stopped Zhou Wanting from leaving. He asked her to at least return the luxurious gifts he gave. Zhou Wanting was furious hearing this. Shen Yuan wanted to revive an old dream of theirs. Zhou Wanting could only be disappointed. Then an old man appeared in the car and offered Shen Yuan a ride. Shen Yuan said his home was nearby, but the old man insisted on giving him a ride. Shen Yuan was annoyed. He said thank you, but his place was just nearby. Then Shen Yuan said to take care of Zhou Wanting. She's a good girl. The old man said she was in good hands. Then Shen Yuan talked about how they used to do indoor cardio. The old man got rage-baited. Then the old man started driving away. Shen Yuan alone could only wish for a happy life. Then suddenly a system window appeared in front of him. It showed his current status. Shen Yuan was shocked seeing this. It said that each money he spends on a girl will return to him 3 times. Shen Yuan shook his head because he thought he was hallucinating. Then his teacher Li Xiao saw him and thought he was tweaking after getting dumped. She said he would soon find someone better. Then a level 60 affinity showed above Li Xiao's head. Shen Yuan realized it wasn't hallucination. Li Xiao cheered him up. Shen Yuan thanked her. Then Li Xiao asked if he got the scholarship. Shen Yuan said it was better if someone more deserving got it. Li Xiao said she would help him if he needed help. Then Li Xiao said she had to go. Shen Yuan tried to use the system. He grabbed Li Xiao's hands and offered her a milk tea for cheering him up. Li Xiao thanked him. He spent 6 to 7 yuan on milk tea and 18 yuan came back to him. He was shocked because he earned 3 times the money. He thought that with this, his family would now be free from debt. He could live his life like before. He realized that with girls, he could earn a lot of money. Then he got almost 50,000 yuan by taking a lot of loans. He planned to use this to spend and earn more. Then 1 hour later, Shen Yuan bought an almost 40,000 yuan bag. Then he knocked on someone's door. It was his teacher's house, Li Xiao. Wow. Li Xiao asked him if he needed anything. Shen Yuan said he came to give the bag as thanks. Li Xiao said she couldn't accept a luxurious bag. But Shen Yuan lied and said it was fake and only worth 200 yuan. Li Xiao accepted it and thanked him. Then they went inside. Li Xiao went back to cooking. She told him to stay for dinner. Shen Yuan knew the status window would show up soon. Then a status window appeared saying he gained almost 120,000 yuan. Shen Yuan was glad seeing this. He could have this much money again. Then Li Xiao asked him to sit down because dinner was ready. Then Li Xiao started removing her apron. Shen Yuan decided to help her. It looks like Shen Yuan wants other dinner. He started untying her apron. Then Li Xiao's sister Li Meng arrived shouting at them. Shen Yuan said they weren't doing anything. Li Xiao introduced him to her sister. Shen Yuan said hello, and Li Meng said she wasn't feeling well. Shen Yuan said he had to go and that he already ate. Li Xiao was confused because he was ready to eat dinner earlier. Li Meng said she didn't like that guy. Li Xiao replied he was only her student. Shen Yuan now thought of who he should spend on next since Li Xiao and Zhou Wanting were not available. Then he bumped into someone. He looked back to see who it was. The guy's hands were shaking. It was his roommate Huang Haibao. He said the girl he was talking to had other guys. Shen Yuan could relate since the girl was beautiful. Shen Yuan joked about it. Then 2 beautiful baddies arrived. Huang Haibao said the girl only watched movies with the guy and that he might still have a chance. Shen Yuan could only listen to him. Then Shen Yuan spotted someone. It was the beautiful girl looking at him with level 72 affinity. Huang Haibao saw the girl he was talking about, Minhu. Minhu's friend talked about Shen Yuan getting dumped. Minhu remembered how she used to give Shen Yuan drinks. Minhu's friend said rich guys always have a bad attitude. Minhu heard this, and her affinity level started to drop. Shen Yuan saw this and couldn't just sit back, so he asked Huang Haibao if it was okay to talk to Minhu. Huang Haibao said it was okay as long as Minhu wasn't into Li Jianping. Huang Haibao thought Shen Yuan was joking, but Shen Yuan rushed to Minhu. Minhu and her friend saw Shen Yuan. Minhu's friend protected her. Shen Yuan said he was only here to ask Minhu for dinner tomorrow. Minhu was confused, while her friend asked if he even had money since it was a luxurious restaurant. Shen Yuan said yes, and he planned to buy his sister a gift. Shen Yuan said he had to go after rizzing them. Minhu couldn't believe Shen Yuan asked her, while her friend couldn't believe they'd be having dinner at a top-notch restaurant. Minhu's friend said if Shen Yuan's family wasn't bankrupt anymore, he'd be richer than Li Jianping. Then Minhu's friend said she loses nothing by going. The next day, they went to the restaurant. The servant gave them their meal. Then Minhu said she heard about his family going bankrupt and told him he didn't need to spend much on her. Then Minhu said, "Oh wow." Shen Yuan saw her. He stayed completely nonchalant. Minhu asked him why he invited her, and Shen Yuan said he always wanted to. Minhu's affinity level dropped hearing this. Shen Yuan saw this and realized he was cooked. Shen Yuan said he wanted to thank her for always giving him a drink back then. Minhu couldn't believe he still remembered it. Minhu's affinity level started to increase again. The two had dinner together. Then Shen Yuan paid almost 3,000 yuan. Minhu couldn't believe their dinner cost as much as her monthly expenses. Shen Yuan gained more than 5,000 yuan and now had a balance of more than 130,000 yuan. The multiplier increased more since Minhu's affinity level was high. Shen Yuan couldn't believe he gained 10,000 yuan from just one meal. Minhu was happy that Shen Yuan spent that much for her. Then the two decided to look for the gift. Then Zhou Wanting's sugar daddy saw them. Zhou Wanting saw him too with another girl. The old man couldn't believe Shen Yuan could pull a girl easily, while he had to spend a lot of money. Then Shen Yuan told Minhu to look at another store. But the old man said since they were here, why not go shopping together? Shen Yuan replied that it was a coincidence because he was here to buy too. The old man asked Shen Yuan if he could even afford the items there. Then Zhou Wanting stepped close to Minhu. She warned Minhu that she might get fooled. Shen Yuan replied, "Who did he fool? You?" Then the old man said to stop pretending to be rich. Then Shen Yuan got rage-baited. A quest window appeared saying that if someone's negative affinity increases, he will gain money rewards. Shen Yuan saw this and was glad because he was about to make them lose aura. Shen Yuan grabbed Minhu's hand and entered. The two workers talked about how Shen Yuan used to be a regular there. The two didn't want to assist Shen Yuan since he was now poor. Zhou Wanting already chose what to buy. The other worker decided to assist her. They even offered luxurious accessories. It was an accessory that cost 100,000 yuan. Minhu started recommending a gift for Shen Yuan's sister. The worker said it cost 50,000 and she didn't think they would buy it. The old man hesitated to buy the 100,000 yuan accessory that Zhou Wanting liked. Zhou Wanting said to humiliate Shen Yuan. Then Shen Yuan said he wanted both bags and the accessory. The old man and Zhou Wanting were shocked. Minhu was shocked too, even the worker who thought he was already poor. The worker, shaking, said the total cost was 131,000 yuan. Shen Yuan gave his card to pay. The worker couldn't believe Shen Yuan spent even more now. Zhou Wanting couldn't believe this and asked him if he took a loan. Shen Yuan said to think what she wanted, and then said why not ask her sugar daddy to buy it for her too. The old man heard this and got rage-baited. Zhou Wanting told the old man to show his power too. Then the old man said he had a phone call as an excuse. Zhou Wanting could only glare at Shen Yuan. Shen Yuan couldn't believe they already gave him the negative emotion points. Then suddenly, Shen Yuan gave the gift to Minhu. Minhu couldn't accept it, but Shen Yuan said it was an apology for their nasty comments. Minhu thanked him and asked if it wasn't for his sister. Shen Yuan used his sister as an excuse because if he bought a gift for his sister, he would just get scolded. Minhu could only accept it. Shen Yuan assured her that they were just beginning shopping. Then a system window appeared saying Shen Yuan gained 786,000 yuan. Shen Yuan realized he had to take good care of Minhu since she had a high affinity level. He told her, "Let's head back to school." Minhu agreed. At school, Li Jianping and his friends were walking. He said he was going to throw a party. Shen Yuan entered his dorm. Huang Haibao got rage-baited by Li Jianping because he was acting arrogant. Shen Yuan said not to worry. Minhu wouldn't be with him anymore. Haibao said Li Jianpeng was only acting like that because he watched a movie with Minhu once. He added that Minhu might even have feelings for him. Shen Yuan checked his balance and thought of visiting his family. At home, his uncle Shen Yao greeted him. Then his father told him to go outside for a moment since it was a family matter. Shen Yuan stepped out and listened. Shen Yao said they needed to pay him back since he needed the money now. Shen Yuan's mother got angry. After everything they did for him, this was what they got. His father stopped her, saying the uncle needed money too. Yao said paying debt was natural. Shen Yuan's mother was disappointed because she once let the uncle borrow 300,000 yuan. But when she borrowed, he was already pressuring them over just 200,000 yuan. His father said they should just sell whatever jewelry was left. Then a system appeared, saying if Shen Yuan paid the debt, it would return twice to him and give an extra 1 million yuan. Shen Yuan was shocked. Even without the quest, he still planned to help his family. His mother gave her jewelry to his father. Hearing their situation made Shen Yuan sad. He went inside and said he had money. His parents didn't believe him. He told them to check. He already sent it. They were shocked to receive 200,000 yuan. He said he invested his allowance before. His parents were proud. They paid Shen Yao and told him to leave. He tried to act friendly again, but Shen Yuan's mother kicked him out. Yao De walked outside, stunned. He realized he was cooked if they got rich again. Shen Yuan received 400,000 yuan and the extra 1 million yuan, now having almost 2,200,000 yuan. But he knew they still had many debts. He planned to use all the money to pay them. He told his dad he still had 200,000 yuan left. His mother said they didn't urgently need it, but his dad said wait. He asked to borrow 50,000 yuan. Shen Yuan smiled. His dad acted exactly like he used to. Back at school, Shen Yuan met his teacher. Li Xiao said they had no classes that afternoon. Shen Yuan invited her for dinner. Her sister, Li Meng, overheard. Shen Yuan realized he was cooked. Li Meng stared at her. Shen Yuan backed away, saying he had to go. Li Ming said that guy had bad intentions, but Li Xiao said he was just her student. Shen Yuan felt excited. He remembered how he used to do ASMR in his car. Then he decided to buy a new one. He messaged Minhu to come buy a car with him, and she agreed. Her friend teased her because they were going out again. Minhu said they weren't together yet. Her friend said Minhu was lucky to have him, and that it would be his turn later. Then she did some ASMR to tease her. 1 hour later at the car dealership, a worker served them. He asked Minhu what she was doing there. She realized it was Senior Chin, the guy who chased her in high school. He asked who she was with. Shen Yuan said he was her classmate. Shen Yuan said he wanted the luxury cars. The worker told him to take a look, but deep inside, he didn't believe Shen Yuan could afford something above 600,000 yuan. He focused on Minhu instead. He felt confident because he earned 10,000 yuan a month. Then he asked Minhu to have dinner with him. Shen Yuan asked if he could arrange a test drive. The worker got annoyed and lied, saying they couldn't do one. But Shen Yuan wasn't a car newbie. He asked the receptionist to change the salesperson. Another salesperson came. She introduced herself as Chen Na. Wow. Shen Yuan saw her and couldn't even speak. The other worker asked Chin what happened. He replied that a student arrogantly said he was going to buy a luxury car. The worker said he might actually buy it, but Chin said he was just showing off in front of a girl. Chen Na talked about how good the luxury car was. But Shen Yuan knew what her intention was. Salesgirls flirt with clients just to hit their targets. Chen Na asked Shen Yuan about his budget. He said he was going to buy this car now. She was shocked because he already wanted to buy it. She said they didn't have a unit in this store, but the other branch had one. Shen Yuan said he would place an order. Chen Na couldn't believe he was actually a rich guy. She said he needed to pay 50,000 for the deposit. Chen Na came back to the office and Chin asked how the client was. She said he bought it. The other worker hearing this was shocked. Chin insisted he was just showing off and that when it came to payment, guys like him make excuses. Chen Na said Shen Yuan paid in cash. The worker was shocked and Chin regretted it. Chen Na told Shen Yuan to contact her if there was a problem and asked if he needed a ride. Minhu said they would take a taxi. Chen Na envied her for having Shen Yuan. Shen Yuan asked Minhu to eat, but she didn't answer. He realized she was jealous and asked her about it. He said he and Chen Na only had a client-salesperson relationship. Minhu replied she saw them chatting happily. Shen Yuan said it was just his habit and he wouldn't do it next time. Minhu wanted to keep him with her. Then he asked her to pick out a gift at the mall. Minhu said, "But you already bought me 2 bags yesterday." Shen Yuan said it was normal for a girl to have several bags. He was thinking that spending was his priority anyway. Then he asked Minhu if she preferred a hot or cold drink. Minhu, thinking he was checking if she was on her period, answered she wanted a cold one. Shen Yuan was confused about what was happening. Then he bought her a lot of accessories, raising her affinity. She couldn't believe Shen Yuan had spent nearly 140,000 yuan on her in just 2 days. Shen Yuan gained over 250,000 yuan and now had more than 2,250,000 yuan. Then he asked Minhu, "How about not going to the dorm tonight?" Minhu smiled. Half an hour later, Shen Yuan was taking a bath. Minhu was on the bed thinking about what she was going to tell her friend Chen Ling. Then our king appeared behind her. Minhu realized she was cooked. Our king began playing ASMR. Minhu could only let him do ASMR. Our king then did some unboxing. Minhu said, "Be gentle, you might destroy the product." The two had a good time. After that, they were resting. Our king was now dry. Minhu said she wanted to exercise again. Our king realized he was cooked. Minhu said she wanted it right now. The next day at the dorm, Shen Yuan paid 52,000 yuan on his loan, and also 100,000 yuan to his friend Li Yuhang. Then the system gave him 300,000 yuan as a reward. Huang Haibao asked him if he was coming to Li Jianpeng's party later that night. Li Jianpeng was even bragging about his new car in the group chat. Shen Yuan said he wouldn't go, and suddenly Li Yuhang invited him for dinner. Then the system gave him 1 million yuan, saying he must invest it within a week. Shen Yuan saw this as a chance to make more money. He replied to Li Yuhang that he would go tonight. At the dinner, Li Guangyao asked who they were waiting for. Zhao Zhengang and Zi Haijie also asked if there was an important guest. Li Yuhang said to relax because Shen Yuan would come soon, but Li Guangyao said wasn't his family bankrupt? Li Yuhang said Shen Yuan was his friend. Then Li Guangyao asked his cousin if his girlfriend wasn't coming. The cousin said she was coming soon, just stuck in traffic. Li Guangyao was pissed because his cousin's family always depended on his. And he was jealous because the cousin had a beautiful girlfriend. Then Shen Yuan arrived. He and Li Yuhang greeted each other. Li Guangyao low-key tried to insult him for taking a taxi. Then Chen Na arrived, the cousin's girlfriend. She was shocked because Shen Yuan was there. Then she walked inside. Li Yuhang said he wanted to upgrade the bar and asked who was willing to invest. He said he would give 30% share for 700,000 yuan. Li Guangyao was silent. The cousin didn't talk either. The other guests were completely nonchalant. Li Yuhang was disappointed no one was answering. He asked if they didn't want to invest. Li Guangyao said they weren't in need of investing yet. The cousin said they could just let him borrow money and he could pay later. Others who didn't have money to lend got rage-baited. Li Yuhang was disappointed because he was looking for business partners. But it turned into people offering loans instead. He said if no one was interested, then forget it. Li Guangyao said, let's just have fun and drink. Then Li Yuhang walked out. But Shen Yuan said he was willing to invest 700,000 yuan. Everyone was stunned. Li Guangyao laughed and told him to stop joking. Someone told him to go wash his face. The cousin didn't believe Shen Yuan had that much money. Li Guangyao even said he'd pay for Shen Yuan's taxi instead. Chen Na was confused if they didn't know Shen Yuan was rich. She knew he could invest 700,000 yuan because he casually bought a 600,000 yuan car. But then Shen Yuan said he already transferred it. Li Yuhang checked his bank account and was shocked. He received 700,000 yuan. He showed it to Li Guangyao, and Li Guangyao was surprised after seeing it. Chen Na just watched them tweak out. The other guy asked what was going on, and Li Guangyao said he had to go. Even the cousin asked, but Li Guangyao told him, "Your uncle is looking for you." The cousin was confused because they hadn't called him yet. Li Guangyao was wondering how Shen Yuan got so much money. The other guy, curious, checked too. After seeing it, he said he had to go as well. The others followed. They didn't want to be cooked. The cousin, confused why everyone was leaving, asked what happened. Chen Na replied that they were leaving too. Outside, the cousin asked how she knew they were checking the transfer record since she didn't even look. Chen Na said Shen Yuan bought a luxury car yesterday with cash. The cousin got angry and said, "Why didn't you tell me earlier? You should act faster next time." Chen Na replied, "There's no next time." Inside, Li Yuhang said if he knew Shen Yuan was rich, he wouldn't have invited the others. Shen Yuan replied that those guys weren't trustworthy. Then Shen Yuan asked about the business plan, and Li Yuhang started explaining. 30 minutes passed, and they were done talking. 1 hour later, Chen Na texted Shen Yuan saying the car was ready, and suddenly he invited her tomorrow night. Chen Na was confused why Shen Yuan invited her. But Shen Yuan planned this. He only had Minhu, and he needed more girls to spend on to gain money. The next day, Chen Na was sitting alone. Wow. She was waiting for Shen Yuan because she was too early. Then her manager, Zheng Xianyong, spotted her. He told the others to go first, saying he had something to do. The others left. They talked about whether Chen Na would agree to Mr. Zheng. The cousin hearing this wondered who Chen Na was with. Mr. Zheng asked if he could join Chen Na, but she said she had a date with a friend. He replied, "Does it matter if you have a friend? I'm your superior after all." Chen Na rage-baited and said he shouldn't be doing this since he already had a family. He said if family was the problem, he would divorce immediately. Meanwhile, the cousin was looking for Chen Na. Then he saw her with the old man. The cousin was pissed because she was with another guy. Chen Na asked what he was saying, and Mr. Zheng asked who he was. Then suddenly the cousin threw a punch at him. The two began fighting. Shen Yuan saw them and was confused. He realized that if it weren't for the old guy, he would have been the one cooked. Then he grabbed Chen Na's hand and said, "Let's get out of here." Outside, Chen Na said she had been with Ji Haijie, the cousin, for 2 weeks. But after seeing his real nature yesterday, she left him. She also said she was cooked since her boss got beaten up because of her. She added that it wasn't easy to find another job. Yeah, job application, right? She said she wanted to switch industries, maybe open a cafe. But a cafe costs between 300,000 and 400,000 yuan. Shen Yuan asked what if someone invested in her. She said she would resign immediately and work for him. Shen Yuan replied, "Then resign tomorrow. I'll invest 300,000 yuan to open a cafe and you'll work for me." A moment of silence passed. Chen Na was stunned. Shen Yuan knew he succeeded. A new money tree had arrived. This is the end of the video. If you want to see the next part, don't forget to like and subscribe.